Hi everyone, I'm CiCi Reagan Twining and I'm the director of and the face behind Brilliant Estate Planning. I just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself to you, let you know a little bit more about me and talk about my mission with Brilliant and why I started it. I grew up in a small town in the American South in Virginia, later moved to North Carolina. And my childhood, although absolutely filled with love, was slightly rocky in that my parents divorced when I was young. And my mom, when I was 14, got diagnosed with motor neuron disease, which is a terminal illness. It changed the course of my life forever. Although I only had 19 years with my wonderful mother, she taught me so much about life. She taught me to love fiercely, to always say I love you, to never compromise my values, and always stand up for what I believed in. And she did that throughout her life, both before and after she was diagnosed, and was a huge influence on my life. So my mission with Brilliant is to ensure that my clients don't have to go through what my family went through when my mom was sick. She didn't have the proper planning in place. She didn't have a will, or certainly a trust, or any powers of attorney. So what was already a really harrowing time for our family was made much more difficult by the financial implications of the lack of planning. So things like she needed to sign documents, didn't have an attorney appointed, so she had to hold the pen, but she couldn't hold it anymore. So we'd have to put the pen in her hand and then hold her hand and sign documents for her. I have clear memories of doing that on multiple occasions. These are things that you don't think of, that you would never think of unless you've lived through it. So again, I want to make sure, because I've experienced this, that no one else has to. Brilliant Estate Planning, my business, my baby, provides ethical, client-centric service through the knowledge and education that I provide. I do a lot of video content, webinars, blogs, all sorts of different things to help demystify estate planning and educate people on the implications of not having these things in place and why it's important, because I just feel like a lot of people don't understand. And I know my clients, certainly after they talk to me, say that they understand a lot more and feel a lot better having spoken to someone who can explain these things to them in plain English. I also provide thorough, bespoke recommendations to every single client, because every person is different and every family is different. There is no one size fits all, and everybody has different concerns and different things that they're worried about, and different situations. So I listen to all of that, get to know my clients specifically, and then provide bespoke recommendations exactly for them so that they get exactly what they need. Also, because of what I've been through, I have compassion for people. I have empathy for people. I understand if estate planning is something that you've put off doing because it's difficult to talk about. I understand if you come to me and you've recently experienced a loss and you realize that you need to get your own planning in order. I understand if you feel like, I don't know, you get a little bit upset, that you need a little bit extra support. And I also understand if you want to have a little joke about your own mortality and we can pretend to kill off your spouse in meetings. I balance that sort of humanness with compassion, with professionalism. And that is what makes Brilliant different. I hold brilliant to the highest standard because I hold myself to the highest standard, and because I know that you, my client, deserve the best. And so that is what I strive to provide. It is always free. It is always free to have a chat with me. I'm never going to charge you anything for a consultation, for you to ask a question, to email you some information over, to point you in the right direction. So if you have any questions or need anything, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me, and I will do everything in my power to help you. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.